Hi, everybody. Matt Bernier, joined by Woodbine analyst Jeff Bratt, taking a look at the Woodbine play of the day for Saturday, June the 23rd, race number 8, 1.5 miles on the turf course, the Grade 3 Singspiel. We've got some familiar faces in this race, Jeff. We've got horses like Johnny Bear, who was a Grade 1 winner last year up north of the border at Woodbine. We also have the old man Danish Dynaformer. He is the morning line favorite, or one of anyway, in this spot, going out for Roger Ratfield. I think an important thing that we need to address, though, is the pace in this race for a horse like Danish Dynaformer. Let's bring up the Timeform US Pace Projector. As you can see, they have the 5 final copy out there on the front end. Jeff, I don't know about you. I don't think this is going to be a fast pace whatsoever.
And that's exactly what happened in the prep for this race as well. You look at the prep and what happened with final copy. It didn't break all that great, but Steve Mann said, okay, nobody wants the front end, I'll take it. Now, there's a couple of things with final copy. You look at this horse and you can say, okay, the course was speed favoring last time out. There was no pace in the race. A lot of things went in this one's direction, and that's fine. I can buy those arguments. But I'm kind of looking at the other side of the coin. This is an improving type of the two Roger Attfield horses. Has a lot of upside. Clearly loves this course. And 1.5 miles last season just got beat to Channel Maker. Now, I know that Channel Maker maybe not necessarily a Grade 1 horse down in the States, but, a pretty good reference to say the least. So, I'm kind of going towards final copy here, thinking that this is a bit of an up-and-comer in this division, a division where at Woodbine we're looking for the next leader at this point. And, Danish Dynaformer is not one for a long, long time. And as you said, he's very pace-dependent. And because of that, I'll go towards the other Attfield horse in this race.
You combine the fact that he is pace dependent with the piece that you brought up, and it's hard to ignore. It's been a long time between drinks for Danish Dynaformer, and you have to wonder if at 8 years old now, or 6 years old, excuse me, does he still have it in the tank? As far as final copy is concerned, you like him. Do you envision another scenario where he's outright on the lead, or do you think there's a scenario where someone else goes?
Johnny Bear's got a little bit of early speed in this race. I wouldn't be surprised if that horse was forwardly placed. With the motion horse now going from 1.125 miles and 1.25 miles to 1.5 miles, maybe Charus might be forwardly placed in here. One thing about the final copy is I think if they want the lead, they can get it, but the horse does not need the lead, where sometimes some horses do. So that's putting my mind at ease a little bit. I don't think this is a need the lead type of horse.
I think final copy is strictly the horse to beat in here for the reasons you alluded to, the tactical advantage that he may have. I just wanted to take a little bit of a flyer in here with a horse that I've always had a bit of an affinity for, and that's the outside runner, Pumpkin Rumble. Yep. I'm being honest. He may not be good enough to win at this level, but he's pretty honest. He shows up and runs his race more often than not, and I understand it was a 3-horse photo in that mile race on June the 3rd, but I like the way that he dug in. I thought it was a game effort to go and get his nose down. And for those people that are concerned about the distance, you can see in the upper right-hand corner of that career box 0 for 4. It's worth noting he did win a race at 1.5 miles on the synthetic last year. I'm just going to take a little bit of a flyer and hope that you can get him into the run a little bit more, a little earlier than he was in that most recent start.
So let's end this segment with a question to you. How did Johnny Bear beat Hawkbill last year? Can you explain that to me?
When you go and see what Hawkbill has accomplished throughout his career, and Johnny Bear, I don't want to say it was sort of a one-off effort because he's run good races in the past, but it just kind of felt like, I do wonder, we've talked about it a little bit. I know Peter Thomas Fornatale and Jonathan Kinchin, they talk about when you have speed, with a horse like Hawkbill, who in that instance, he was the pace setter, you got to open up a little bit because if you keep everyone so tightly compact, you kind of turn it into a sprint for home, and then maybe that's not Hawkbill's game. Johnny Bear, if he gets back to that effort from the Northern Dancer, he can certainly win this race. I suppose we can button this up here. I mean, what do you do with Johnny Bear? Is he sort of, it was last time or last year the time to have him? Because that return effort, I was a little bit disappointed in.
I was as well. He was kind of flat on that day. You could say, well, maybe he needed this start, and now he's going to be a whole lot better second time out. I just think he got really good there for a couple of races last season. He might prove me wrong in here. He's been a wonderful story, but he's got to bounce back in a much bigger way, and I'm going to go in a different direction.
Grade 3 Singspiel is the Woodbine play of the day on Saturday afternoon. It's race number 8. Scheduled post time is 4:57 Eastern, 1.5 miles on the turf. Jeff is going to go with final copy, 1 of 2 in here for Roger Attfield. I'll take a little bit of a flyer with the number 8. Pumpkin Rumble, whoever you decide to go with. Best of luck on Saturday.